It didn't open. Hey.
Oh! Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants!
Absorbent and yellow and porous is he.
SpongeBob SquarePants!
If nautical nonsense be something you wish,
SpongeBob SquarePants!
then drop on the deck and flop like a fish.
SpongeBob SquarePants!
Ready? SpongeBob SquarePants! SpongeBob SquarePants! SpongeBob SquarePants! SpongeBob SquarePants!
The Today sponge is a barrier contraceptive. These types of contraceptives are devices that attempt to prevent pregnancy by physically preventing sperm from entering the uterus.
The sponge is made up of plastic foam and contains spermicide. It is soft, round, and about 2 inches in diameter. It has a nylon loop attached to the bottom for removal. It is inserted deep into the vagina before intercourse.
First, you wet the sponge, then work it around until it starts sudsing. That's the spermicide. You then fold it and shove it in to the contraceptive. And that is how you place it. You have to leave it in for at least 6 hours afterwards, and you can't keep it in no more than 30. When you are finished, you use the string and pull it out.
The Today sponge is pretty accessible. It's found at your local pharmacies and Walmart. It costs roughly $10 to $15 for 3 of them, and you can use it multiple times while you place it the first time, but you can't take it in and out and reuse it.
There are a few risks to using the contraceptive sponge. Some women may not like the sponge because it may be difficult for them to insert or remove the sponge. If you can't remove it, or if one breaks into pieces and you cannot remove all of them, you need to see your healthcare provider immediately to have it removed. It also may cause vaginal irritation, and it also may make sex too messy or too dry. Some women complain that the sponge is messy because it requires too much liquid, and others have complained that the sponge makes sex too dry, and using a water-based lubricant may help the dryness. Some side effects of the Today sponge are pregnancy, toxic shock syndrome, STDs, HIV, AIDS, irritation, vaginal itching and burning, dryness, UTIs, inflammation, and contact dermatitis.
Well, hello. I didn't see you there. The Today sponge can be carried around in a purse or pocket. It generally cannot be felt by you or your partner. It is hormone-free, it is convenient, not messy, and more importantly, it offers 24-hour protection.
Yay, that's a whole day!
Effectiveness is an important and common concern when choosing a birth control method. Like all birth control methods, the contraceptive sponge is more effective when you use it correctly. The sponge is more effective for women who have never given birth. If women who have never given birth always use the sponge as directed, 9 out of 100 will become pregnant each year. If women who have never given birth don't always use the sponge as directed, 12 out of 100 will become pregnant each year. Your partner can help you make the sponge more effective by using a latex condom or pulling out before ejaculation. Keep in mind that the contraceptive sponge does not protect you from sexually transmitted infections. Use a latex condom to reduce the risk of infection.
Hey Bree, what happened to your arm?
So So I fell outside walking from Tam to Linden, and I stiff-armed a wall, and I chipped my wrist bone, I hyperextended my elbow and shoulder, and partially tore my rotator cuff.
When you say stiff arm, do you mean like the Heisman Trophy?
Yes.